Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Keep going right at him.
Mike's by four. Pick me up. Here we go.
Hey, silent one.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's go, defense.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 64 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Giants nothing.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Good. 180.
54 Mike. Record. Check 99. Check 99.
18.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 56. Pull it high.
Yep.
They go play action. Trubisky flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
Mike's 54.
You don't see me in your nightmares, son. You go.
Red.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 15.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Tight down. There you go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Foles. Catch made there by Derby, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the curl.
Go.
Hey, watch out. Check.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
We got this.
A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
Good. Here we go.
54's Mike. Check. Watch.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Good.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Down to hit. Good. Here we go.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Foles gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll find Metcalf. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impression. And I think the ball's out. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Tiger.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. They gonna need... Hey, seam 6. Double up.
They run. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
54's Mike.
Here's Foles. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Here's Trubisky. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. But now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Whining!
Stop your whining.
Yes!
56!
Here we go!
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. They'll run forward Barkley, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Play action. Now Trubisky. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. A first run for the backup Abdullah. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. Play action. It's Trubisky rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team.
What we got? What we got?
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
We got it.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Watch the screen.
Under.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, check.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Now it's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Let's get it.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Draw play. Cohen. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Check 24. Check 24.
Again, it's Cohen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but then under pressure, they got him again. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Trubisky. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing here, Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Now Trubisky to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Falls on the keeper.
180.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Philadelphia, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.